Let's do the memory first.
Okay, so this is the part 2 to answering the questions of talking about auras. And we have Laura here and me, Gayla, here. And this is Tits on the Table. So are we ready to go?
We're ready to go.
All right. So one of the questions was asked, do ghosts have auras? And since I have a forum where we do ghost talks and, doing EVPs and seeing images of phantoms, I guess, in the water and mist and steam, this is where these questions are coming from. So, Laura, what do you think? Do ghosts have auras?
I believe ghosts have auras because the aura is left from the memory that created the ghost. So it would look like that the memory and the ghost would come off like hand and glove, like two gloves inside of each other, and stay in a situation or an area.
So it'd be like a balloon that was there, and the air is out, and the color would still be there.
Correct. It would be like, yes, it would be, because the event had such an impact on the individual that they shed their parts of their spiritual DNA and separated from their soul self, and they stopped on this earth plane because that's where the event was happening, and grounded themselves into that spot. And that spot holds them, and the memory that created them illuminates them. Are we having technical difficulties?
We're having technical difficulties again, but it's still recording well. That is very interesting, because when I think about, I have not seen any ghosts, so let's just make all that clear. But I think I've seen into different dimensions or different timelines. I have never seen, in my opinion, now this is only the gospel according to Gayla, okay? I'm not going to be quoting from anyone. This is what Gayla's thinking. I've only seen, like, I guess you could say, like a videotape of another timeline.
Right. You've seen the energy that was left behind by the people or the events that were on that land. So that's exactly the way to explain
Right.
it, is that it's another video.
And in observing that time-lapsed piece of videotape that I had witnessed, the people did have auras. So that's why I thought what you just said was very, very true to my understanding, and it makes sense what you said because of what I observed.
Well, what's so funny is you and I haven't really discussed it in those kind of terms before.
Yeah, no, I've never heard anyone ask like that. That was just do ghosts have auras? Well, I never thought about asking it like that. Here one kind of goes with what we're talking about. Does memory, because we were talking about timelines, and that's when I had seen because these ghosts don't respond back to you what I had seen. I was
Right.
like there as the observer. And do ghosts have memories? Do auras? No, does memories
have auras?
Yeah, that's another question from the forum.
I would say yes, they do, because before I take someone's aura photo, I ask them to go to a gentle place within their hearts, and I don't follow them there. So it can be someplace as simple as your shower that's relaxing and intimate and you feel safe in, or it could be walking on the beach or on the mountains or in the forest or wherever somebody wants to put themselves, because when they put themselves into that spot, all of the pleasure that they felt in that memory comes back to them and their aura changes.
Oh.
So if you can go to a place that makes you mad or aggravated or angry, then you would
take
be
a picture
that kind
of
of
that.
aura. Right.
So
you take a picture of where
when
your
you're
mind
taking
was.
pictures of auras, you try to put people in that state of peaceful.
A relaxation.
But then is that a true aura?
Yes, that's a true aura. That's them with all of their potential opened up.
Because
It's their
if you here's my devil's advocate here. If you tell someone to be okay, like I'm always grouchy all day long, rah, 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 you know, and then I sit in your booth and you say, okay, Gayla, think of your most peaceful serenity, you know, and I would think of myself on vacation in a cave, you know, home by Yah with stones, and you would take a picture of that aura, but you're not taking a picture of me being grousy and, you know, wanting to stab people with a fork. Would that,
Okay.
you know, see the
Okay.
difference?
I see the. Of course, I see the difference. I get people who have been fighting with traffic. I
Yeah.
get people who have been fighting with their loved ones, whether it be spouses or children or friends. I get people who've lost family members or relationships, or I mean, I get this whole gamut of people. And when someone can relax and clear their mind for just a moment, when they go back to that world, they have a different perspective on it and who they say they are. And when they have that, they have the tools of not just throwing the grouch at somebody all the time. The grouch has realized, oh, I have a different option. I can do this. Well, I hadn't thought of that. They have that self-realization, empowerment, that they now don't have to be throwing grouch balls at the world. They can make it through the world without getting hit by so many grouch whirls. Grouch balls. Your idea, and it's true. You know, we are the energy that we bring to the situation. So if Gayla the Grouch is going out there throwing grouch balls, people are going to throw them back at her.
Mm-hmm.
If Gayla the Kumbaya goes out, the Grouches are going to have to find another target, because she's not as easy a target.
I see. So you're showing them what your colors look like if you're more at peace, and they kind of are aware of it. Is that what you're saying?
That's true. And the other part of that is that what is will show up. There will not be a block or filter. I had one lady this past. I've taken her picture twice now in two different situations, but both times from like the upper lip down, like from the ears down, was a different color from the ears up. Now the colors were, there was only one color that was consistent, but the other color above her head, she kept changing colors. And also, I'll take that back, all the colors were not consistent, but she always did the dividing thing. That I will say, that's the truth.
Okay, and we've already discussed it about what it means to be divided and how much your colors are mixed. Now
Well, the divided was that she keeps her life segregated.
Right. That was on the first video. We don't want to rehash all that. Okay. So the last question is: have you ever seen anyone? Since we're talking about the auras or whatnot, have you ever seen anyone that does not have an aura?
I have seen people in a void where the life energy around them appears to be dark or to be without color, but even without color, it is a color.
Mm-hmm.
It is an aura. It means that person is either having an extremely hard day, or they have shut themselves down and they're choosing not to interact with others. Now, people have really faint auras, translucent auras, or close to their body auras, but they still have auras. So I have never seen anyone not have an aura. I believe the aura is made up of this life that we live and what we choose to do with it.
Well, what about dead things? Do they have auras too?
The bacteria on your body
is
or
alive.
on the body of whatever's dead has an aura. So you say, well, is that my aura? Well, you're growing that bacteria. You are that petri dish. So
Oh.
this is related to you. So I would say even dead things have the aura of
What's growing on them?
right.
And even if you're alive, wouldn't you have bacteria growing on you?
Oh yes, and that's part of you. So people ask me all the time, well, should I take my watch off or should I take my earrings? I say no, it's part of you. The bacteria that you grow is part of you, and it is a life form, and it is a part of your energy field.
Do you think that would have some of the reasons why when you take, I don't know if you want to, we'll cut this out if you don't want to talk about it, about you've been approached about taking pictures of people who have cancer, and that your camera was picking up people who were sick from cancer. Would you say cancer itself has an aura?
It does, and it has a color, and because I have the opportunity to work in Atlanta, where the Center for Disease Control lives, they have come to see me. And we have, scientists and I, have talked about the colors of different diseases, and they do have a color. But now I do not discuss illness with someone unless they bring it to me.
Mm-hmm.
They can say, I have this disease, I have this problem, I have this chronic ailment, whatever. They will bring it to me and they'll tell me, then we'll discuss it and I'll show them in their picture. But otherwise, I do not bring anything up because I am making an assumption that this one particular color is, I will not make the assumption that this one particular color is about illness.
Yeah, and
or a particular illness, because that would be rude.
Right.
But
and not only that, you discussed that in the first video,
okay.
that all colors have a
Yin and yang.
yin yang. So you're just seeing the color. You don't know if the yin is moving towards sickness or the yin may be moving that you're not able to.
Or it's leaving you.
Or it's leaving you.
Or
Yeah.
it has another meaning altogether.
Right. So you're
because it's not fair of me to make an assumption and to write in stone about your life.
Right.
Because all I'm looking at is either through a periscope or a microscope.
Right, you're looking into
or
a petri dish.
Right.
You see the fuzzy stuff, but you know what the fuzzy stuff is.
Right. I don't know the background story.
Yeah. So why is that fuzzy stuff there? I don't know. Well, there it is, but that's all you can say. Okay. Well, thank you very much. We'll do some more. If we get more people asking questions, let us know.
Okay.
And make
Please
comments.
ask questions. We will do the best we can
to answer them.
We are here, tits on the table.
Yeah. All right.